It's Adele here from Get Gorgeous, and today I want to just chat to you about these before and after photos. You see them all the time in glossy magazines and they look marvellous, don't they? But they're 20. These young beautiful girls are 20 and we're comparing ourselves to them, and it's not real. It's really not real. We can't compare ourselves to 20-year-old beautiful girls in magazines or on social media and Instagram. The other thing that I really enjoy is these type of articles. That makes me giggle. So I want you to go and grab your dumb weight right now, and I would like you to stand in the middle of a room and practice that on your own with no motivation. Who does that? I need someone to shout at me. And then here's another one I found. When you're exercising on the rower, you must do it in a very skimpy swimming costume. But we know that she's realistic because she's got a sweatband, a pink sweatband. So that means it's for real. What a load of baloney. Not only is it creating bad self-image, it is also telling us something that we just can't achieve. And would you want to? Glossy magazines, social media, there's so many little tweaks and things done to it, it's unrealistic. And the way that you act and are in your 20s and 30s is totally different from the way that you behave in your 40s and 50s. And that's what I want to talk to you about right now. So you might feel like you're 20, fantastic. You might act like you're 20, fantastic. But your body is going, and your mind is going to behave slightly differently. You may have had a couple of traditional diets which may have changed your hormone balance. Things will have adapted throughout your previous decades. So you're not the same person that you were in your 20s, even if you feel it. You can exercise and eat very differently. For instance, when you're in your 20s, you can exercise and eat a bag of chips. You can get away with that. You use food as a negotiation, but realistically you can't out exercise a bad diet. But in your 20s you kind of feel that you can. For example, I was participating in an aerobics class when I was in my 20s, and I remember a young girl bouncing in really exuberant and happy, and she said, "Oh, I've just had a portion of chips, a bag of chips before I came into class." I mean, how could you get away with that? You're going to be sick. But in your 20s, you feel that you can exercise out a bad diet. But in your 40s, you know you can't. Having a mindful experience with food changes as well. So your exercise changes and the way you think about food changes. So when you exercise, as you get to the ripe old age of 35, 40, 45, you're exercising for different reasons, not so that you can go and eat a bag of chips. You're exercising to reduce stress. You're exercising to be healthier. And you're exercising to be stronger. And being stronger is not about a magazine cover. It's about your muscle and your bone supporting your joints. That's why I exercise. I also exercise because I want to be a crazy 90-year-old. I want to be mobile. I want to be fit. I want to be active. That's why I exercise in my 40s, not the way I did it in my 20s, so I could eat a bag of chips. Okay? Nutrition. In my 20s, well, not me so much, but lots of other people, you could get away with a lot more. In your 40s and 50s, I would love you to be more mindful about what you eat. And the big thing that everybody's talking about at the moment, sugar. Be mindful about the amount of sugar that you're having. Sugar, carbohydrates, they're the same thing. You can have a white piece of bread, and that white piece of bread is the same glycemic index as white sugar. So that, I know from talking to a lot of gorgeous girls, that is a bit of a shocker. So I'm not asking you to overhaul your diet. That's what you would do in your 20s. In your 40s and 50s, I'd like you to approach your food slightly differently. Be mindful of what you're eating. Think for a moment, if you're eating cereal for breakfast with fruit, a glass of orange juice, and then for lunch you're having a sandwich, followed by a dinner with pasta or potatoes, you are heavily ladening your diet with carbohydrates. Now, when you're in your 20s and your body is efficient, your body will eat the food and efficiently move the insulin, moves that food into your muscle and into your liver, and you are healthy and happy. But life happens, stress happens, pollution happens. So when you get to your 40s and 50s, you're still following that same food, but insulin is no longer sending it to the muscle, it's sending it to your waistline, okay? Insulin turns it into fat. It's a fat storage hormone, and that can be imbalanced because of your busy day. Don't overhaul your diet. Simply consider what you're eating at the moment. Make your dietary changes simple. The thinking person's attitude towards your food. Don't look for a diet plan. Don't look for some sort of prescription. Do what you need to do, excuse me, to make yourself healthy. Things are out of balance, make a few change. Turn the thermostat down slowly. And that is what Get Gorgeous is all about. Being kind to your mind space, exercising for having fun, and nutrition that are really easy habits to get you going. Bye!